active listening really pays off. And now you might say, Florian, discourse in communication, like why are you talking about active listening? Well, one of the things in communication, right? If you think about communication, communication happens two ways. And one of the biggest mistakes we make, and the first mistake that we make in communicating, is that we're not fully present. What I mean by that is that we're concerned about something else. So many meetings, people bring on their PCs or have their phones, and there are so many distractions around us that we're not really paying attention. And if the words people speak only account for 7%, and we're not really paying attention, we're not fully present, how much of the communication and the message we're actually really getting? And one of the things that really upsets me is when people are doing something else and they're pretend they're listening. And even with clients, we're in the middle of a topic and I'm trying to explain a principle and they get interrupted. I stop, because if I continue and they say, no, go on, that's okay. No, that's not okay. And I'm not gonna go on. And I suggest you don't go on, because if you go on, then the person has the impression that they listen and they're actually actively listening, while they're not. And so the biggest mistake we can make, and I will say the most detrimental thing we can do in communication, is not to be fully present and to allow distractions. Like you are in a meeting with someone, you had lunch, you discuss a topic, and someone passes behind your back and you see their eyes following the person, meaning that they're not listening to you. They're not fully engaged. Again, that's also your responsibility to make sure that they're engaged, and make sure that if you share critical information when they're not engaged, that they might miss that. That's reading between the lines, really active listening yourself, as the responsibility for communication lies in the part of the communicator. Then one of the things we need to do is to be fully present. So this is the first listening mistake people make.